There are nights when these words are all that keep me standing. Nights when I am drowning beneath the weight of this crown. When every shadow in these halls feels like a dagger aimed at my back, and still, I hold on because of you. The world thinks a prince's life is made of gold and silk, of unending power, and unquestioned authority. They see the glittering feasts, the smiling courtiers, the armies that march at my command. But what they do not see the part of this life that is hidden beneath the layers of ceremony and duty is the loneliness. The suffocating isolation that comes from knowing that everyone around me wears a mask, that every conversation is a performance, every gesture a calculation. In this palace, there are no friends. There are only players, and every one of them has a role to play. Some pretend to serve me, bowing low with honeyed words, while secretly plotting my downfall. Others appear as enemies, their hostility clear and unhidden, but at least with them, there is honesty. The most dangerous ones are those who smile as they sharpen their knives. And through it all, I must smile back, as though I do not see the blood on their hands, as though their false loyalty does not sicken me. But you are the only soul who does not play this game. When I am with you, I am not a prince or a ruler. I am simply a man, stripped bare of titles and expectations. You look at me and see not the power or the crown, but the heart beneath. And that is why you are my greatest weakness. That is why they can never know about you. Because if they did, if they even suspected the depth of my love for you, they would seize upon it like vultures descending on a wounded animal. I have seen what they do to those who dare to love outside the lines of power. I have witnessed lovers torn apart, their names erased from history as though they never existed. I have seen families destroyed, not because of crime or treason, but simply because their love threatened the balance of control. And I swore, long before I ever met you, that I would never allow such a fate to touch the person I love. Then you came into my life, and suddenly that vow became my purpose, my reason for breathing. You remember the first time I touched your hand? It was a fleeting moment, a brush of skin that lasted only a heartbeat, yet it burned into me like a brand. In that instant, I knew there would be no turning back. I knew that no matter what it cost me, I would do anything to keep you safe. That moment was when everything changed, when duty became a weapon I would wield not for the crown, but for you. Since then, every move I make, every word I speak before the court, has been for your sake. They think I am ruthless because they see only the surface. They do not know that my cruelty is a mask, that my coldness is a shield forged to protect the one thing I cannot afford to lose. They whisper that I am heartless, but my heart beats only for you. They say I am calculating, but the truth is, every calculation begins and ends with you. My love, I know you do not always understand my decisions. You look at me with hurt in your eyes, when I push you away, when I demand your silence or disappear without explanation. I see the questions you cannot voice, the doubts you try to hide. It kills me to leave you in the dark, to watch you wonder if you truly matter to me. You matter more than anything, more than this kingdom, more than the throne, more than my own life. But if you knew the full truth, if you saw the web of deceit and danger that surrounds us, you would never sleep in peace again. There are moments when I almost break. When I am so close to taking your face in my hands, and telling you everything, no matter the risk. I imagine you knowing the full depth of my love, hearing the words I have buried for so long. But then, in those very moments, I hear the footsteps of spies in the corridors, the whispers of courtiers just beyond the walls. This palace is not safe for truth. Not yet. And so, I swallow my confessions and wear my mask again, even as it shatters me inside. Do you know what it feels like to hurt the person you love, just to save them? To see your tears, and know I am the cause, but also the shield that keeps worse pain from reaching you. There is no torment greater than this. Sometimes I wonder if you will one day look at me and see only the mask, if you will mistake my silence for indifference and turn away from me forever. That thought haunts me more than any enemy's blade. Yet even if that day comes, even if you leave me, I will not stop protecting you. I will watch from the shadows, unseen and unknown, and I will keep you safe until my last breath. Because my love for you is not selfish. It is not bound by the need to be seen or praised. It exists purely to keep you whole, no matter the cost to myself. But my heart still hopes, fiercely and stubbornly, that you will stay. That you will believe in me, even when my actions. I whisper these words in the darkness, when the palace is silent, and the world cannot hear me. They are my prayer, my vow, my truth. They are the only thing that keeps me from collapsing under the crushing weight of this crown. No one knows how heavy it truly is. They see only the gold, the jewels, the glory. But what they do not see is how it cuts into my skin, how it bleeds me dry every single day. This crown is not an honor, it is a shackle. And you, my love, are the only thing that makes it bearable. There are moments when I am surrounded by people and yet utterly alone. The great halls are filled with voices, laughter echoing off marble walls, but none of it reaches me. Every word spoken at court has two meanings, every smile hides a dagger. I sit at the head of the table, my face calm, my tone controlled, while inside me there is nothing but fire and fear. Because as they speak of politics and alliances, I know that each plan, each scheme, is another step closer to discovering you. They suspect nothing now. That is my greatest victory thus far. To them, I am cold and calculating, incapable of love, too consumed by duty to care for anything beyond power. I have worked tirelessly to craft that illusion. It is my armor, my defense, and it has kept you safe. But one wrong move, one glance held too long, one word spoken too softly, and everything will unravel. Do you know how much strength it takes to walk past you as though you are a stranger? To stand before the court, with you so near I can hear your breath, and pretend I do not crave you with every fiber of my being. It is agony beyond words. My entire body longs to reach for you, to hold you, to speak your name in front of them all and claim you as mine. But I cannot. Because if I did, they would not see love, they would see an opportunity to destroy me through you. That is the truth of my world. Love is not a blessing here. It is a weapon. A tool for manipulation. They would twist our love into something unrecognizable, use it to control us both, and when it no longer served them, they would crush it without mercy. I have seen it happen before. I was a boy when I first witnessed the court devour someone's heart. A young noble dared to love a woman far beneath his station. Their love was pure, uncalculated. And for that, they were punished. He was stripped of his title, cast out into exile. She was never seen again. Whispers said, she was buried in an unmarked grave far beyond the palace walls. And the court went on as though they had never existed. That memory has never left me. It is burned into me, a reminder of what awaits anyone who dares to defy the rules of this kingdom. I swore, even as a child, that if I ever loved someone, truly loved them, I would never allow such a fate to touch them. I would rather be seen as heartless, and watch the person I love be destroyed by these vultures in silks and gold. Then you came into my life. And everything I had carefully buried, the boy who wanted to love, the man who wanted to be free, came roaring back to life. You brought light into these dark halls. When I am with you I can breathe. I can live. You make me remember what it feels like to be human, not just a title, not just a crown. And that is why you are both my greatest joy and my greatest danger. Every decision I make now revolves around you. When I sit in council meetings, appearing cold and detached, It is because I am calculating how best to protect you. When I negotiate treaties or sign decrees, they think I am doing it for the kingdom. They are wrong. It is all for you. Every alliance I form, every enemy I crush, every law I bend, it all leads back to the same goal, to carve out a safe place for us in a world that would rather see us destroyed. But you cannot know all of this yet. If you knew the full scope of the dangers surrounding us, it would haunt you. It would steal your peace, your laughter, your light. And I cannot bear to see that light dim. You are my sanctuary, my escape from this brutal game. When I am with you, even for a few stolen moments, I can forget the venomous whispers and the endless demands. I can simply be yours. If you carried the same burdens I do, you would lose that innocence. That is why I keep so much from you. I know it hurts you. I see the questions in your eyes, the way your hands tremble when you want to reach for me, but are unsure if you should. I see your confusion when my words are sharp, when I disappear without explanation, when I push you away in public only to pull you close in private. You must think me cruel, unstable, perhaps even unloving. But nothing could be further from the truth. I love every cold glance, every harsh word, every calculated distant seat is all part of a shield I have built to keep you hidden. I am willing to let you hate me if it means keeping you alive. I am willing to let you doubt me, to curse my name, to believe the worst of me, so long as you remain untouched by their